Before I even start this video, make sure to hit the link in the description, pick up a Carlos sticker or an LS Quan sticker. I'd appreciate it. Well guys, I know once again I haven't uploaded in a couple days. Tom's been busy, and we've kind of been waiting for a few things, and that set us back. And then on top of that, I ordered a bike from Stranger like, I don't know, like 3 weeks ago, and that's still not here, so I haven't really had much motivation to ride. I really want to ride, I just want a new bike because the one I have right now is done for. So yeah, I don't know, it's kind of sucked. I've kind of been in the slump and been extremely bored. I don't really have a lot of friends in Florida. Like, I hang out with Pat and Tom only. Pat's at FD, and you know, Tom's busy, so, and Raven's in Kentucky, so I just hang out by myself all day, which kind of sucks. But we're gonna work on the car today, and we're still plugging away at the rear of the car. We did a little bit of stuff that I didn't film because it really wasn't worth a video, but it's something. And then, dogs, quiet! Carlos, quiet down back there. On another note though, I watched FD today, and I'm super proud of all my friends that that drove. Pat and Nate went against each other, that was cool. And then Chelsea was on fire all weekend and then fucking blew it. Chelsea doesn't watch my videos, but if he does, he'll know that I'm saying, he knows he blew it, I don't even have to say it. So, but he was killing it, and super stoked for him. And then probably the shittiest part about FD New Jersey was Matt Kaufman. He had an injector fail, and he went to the pits, took a competition timeout, which is 5 minutes. Now, what I've always thought is you have 5 minutes to have your hands on the car. The mechanics can work on the car for 5 minutes. If the 5 minutes is up, they take their hands away, and if the car works, it works. So what they said was that because his car wasn't started in 5 minutes, that he was out. But the hands were off, the hood was latched before the 5 minutes was even up. He just hadn't started it yet, and they deemed him, he was disqualified for that, which is fucking insane. So shout out to Matt Kaufman. He was in the top 4. He would have fucking, he could have won. Like, he could have won, and then because of that, he just had to pack it up and drive back to Oregon, which is super fucked up. What you don't know is that since I did the little intro for this video, it's been like 2 hours, and I got caught up playing some Forza while Tom finished his work. So, now, onto the car. We've added this top hoop right here, and what this hoop is going to do is it's going to do a few things. One, it's going to support this kind of floating stock sheet metal piece of the quarter panel that holds the tail light up, so it's not so flimsy. Also off of that will be pins for the trunk lid, and then there'll be a brace basically that comes from here to here, and off of that we'll have tabs for the over fender and the bumper, which will all kind of be right here. So right now it just looks like a 1-inch hoop around it, but the other cool thing about this is we've welded on these bungs that are up there. You can't really see them, but there's a 10mm Allen wrench bolt up there, so this is removable. In case we hit something real hard, this gets folded, we'll have a couple of these on deck to replace. And that's something that I'm still kind of learning is, you know, to run, just to pretty much be able to drive like somewhere across the country. Like say you drive to Texas and you're going to drive an event and you hit a wall and then you break, you know, a tie rod or a control arm or a knuckle or a rear suspension arm, and then you don't have a spare, you're just shit out of luck. You just drove halfway across the country for nothing. You know, luckily a lot of the people in the drift community help each other out at the track and stuff to help get their friends back onto the track to drive and stuff, but a lot of the times people don't have, you know, the part that you need, so it's on you to supply yourself with the spare part, and that can get very expensive and difficult, but you know, it'll benefit you a lot more if you just can somehow get the part. I understand when people don't have spare parts because it's twice the money or 3 times the money, depends on how many spare parts you have. Another thing we decided on, which some of you guys may agree with this, some of you may not, but the center tail light, which goes here and goes here on the trunk, will not be there. So the only taillights I'll have is the driver's side corner and the passenger side corner. There won't be anything here except for, I kind of wanted to wait to show you guys this because it's pretty cool, but this fill cap right here, not just the cap, but the whole piece, will be attached to a big piece of hose that Radium supplied me with. I don't know where it is, but anyways, it'll sit right here like this, behind this this hoop, and you know, without even taking the trunk off, I can fill the cell with fuel, and you know, help make pit times a lot faster, be on track more, not have to take as much time to you know, to get the car refueled and stuff. I can't get this cap back on for some reason. There we go. Jesus Christ. Alright, Tom, what are you gonna do? You see Tom trying to catch up with my mustache? Don't even come to the shop anymore unless you got a mustache. I kind of explained what you were doing, but...
Alright, so we gotta let them know, like, this stuff here, we're making this in anticipation that it's gonna crumple.
Well, that's what I said, yeah. Okay. We're gonna have multiple of them just in case, and it's removable.
Because we don't want it to throw you off your line when you hit the wall. We want it to crumple in so you stay on your line and you look like a badass.
True.
And then you keep going. So we make multiples of these, but this, obviously, as you can see, by itself is still flimsy because it's only 1 inch and it's thin wall tubing. So we're gonna make a brace that's gonna go from here and triangulate it down onto another bung here that's gonna be removable. And that'll give us that force to hold it still so it doesn't shake all over the place.
Cool. Cool, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna cut the trunk. Sorry if you guys are bummed that I'm not gonna have a full set of taillights, but it's what's gonna work best and make our lives easiest at the track. I don't have my hard lines for my brake lines, so I'm just kind of hooking up the soft lines here. The other side, I'm gonna run the lines for the Hydra tonight, and those are gonna come down to the Willwood caliper. And then obviously my stock ones are just fine, so stock to the stock. Alright, so this is what it looks like now without the centerpiece. A bumper will meet up, you know, flush with the taillights though, and they'll just be maybe like a, I don't know what we're going to do right here yet, but we're going to put something there that's, what are we going to use? Perforated metal with, you know, the fill cap right in the middle to meet up with the Radium cell. And then, this is kind of annoying because there's supposed to be a light here, but I might just tack a piece of sheet metal on the back and fill it with, like, I don't know, Bondo or something. I don't think I've really talked to you guys about what I'm going to do for paint on the outside. People have been asking and asking, and I haven't shared any of it with you. So right now, you're about to get a sneak peek. I have it on my phone. It's not going to be painted, but sneak peek. Are you guys ready? That's your guys' tease. I hope you're as excited as I am about how fucking cool it's gonna look. I'm working with a guy named Chase, who's done a lot of great work for a lot of good race teams, and I'm super thankful and excited to be working with him. He's gonna make my car look beautiful. Obviously that's a little ways down the road before that happens. The main focus right now is to get this bitch running. So that's what we're gonna try and do soon. What are you doing now?
I'm making your jack point.
How is it going to work?
It's going to come down and over, and there's going to be a tube floating between two pieces right here so that we have a nice frame around the radium.
I like that. For those of you that watch my channel that are into BMX, you know, there has been a lack of BMX content, but I really want to ride, and I'm going to be putting more up, even though it doesn't do even a quarter of the views and shit that the rest of my stuff does. To you that might not matter, but to my channel and you know, my life, that is kind of relevant. But I'm going to be uploading a lot more. You know, sorry there's been delay, but sometimes BMX isn't as fun as, you know, other times, and right now I'm super motivated, but right now I'm waiting on a new bike. So when I get my new bike, I'm going to do a full build on it. I'm going to build it for you guys, talk about the parts, why I run the parts that I run, and yeah, that should be super sick. And then, check this out. This, basically, will hang right here. Just so you guys know, we could really rush shit and get it done super fast, but then we wouldn't have time to think about cool little ideas like this. Oh, my camera's so good at focusing. So, yeah. So we're not doing that, but it's gonna be done eventually. What you got going on down there, dude? A little hang-dang hanging out? Now 6 a.m. I'm so tired, but this is pretty much done, other than the little tabs to hold the bumper and stuff. So tonight we got the jack point all dialed in. It sits a little bit higher. Well, the hoop sits a little bit higher than the fuel cell. And then where the jack goes to sits 1.25 inches down, I think. This is all welded in. It's probably hot. No, it's sturdy though. So yeah, progress, baby, progress. Pretty stoked about it. Do me a favor, and me and Tom are gonna do a video together where we answer some questions about the build only. I did a Q&A. You guys asked questions about pretty much anything and everything, and that's cool too. But I want to do something just specifically on the build because I know there was so many questions and people ask. I didn't even get to answer them all, but there was a lot in the last Q&A. So Tom and I are going to kind of do a Q&A together. It's not really going to be a Q&A, but it's going to be a Q&A. And you can ask your questions in the comments below. And if it's something you know, a fabrication question, something about fabrication, Tom can answer it. If it's something about, you know, I don't know, driving or how I got the car here, where it is now, you know, whatever, I'll answer it and we'll kind of go back and forth. So just leave your comment below and we'll answer them to the best of our knowledge. And I'm not sure how many we'll do, but we'll try and get them done for you guys. We're both very tired. I need to get some sleep. Tom needs to get some sleep. Thank you so much for watching today's video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, turn the notification button on so you get the notifications whenever I upload. I know I'm kind of a slacker on that, but I'm doing my best here. So until next time, peace.